Hey dude, Darren here. It's going to be kind of an update as to what all's going on, and we are going to foam a couple of tires. I've done it before on a couple of videos and it works out really good. What we're going to do, instead of putting air inside them like most people do, we're going to put some styrofoam chunks in there and then spray expanding polyurethane foam inside. It'll fill it up and never have a flat. Can't beat it. More to come. But before we do all that, give a couple of shout outs to some people that have subscribed. Gromack Senior Tom, or actually it would be Tom Gromack Senior. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Car 13744. Thanks, man. 2002 Ski-Doo 600. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Always, guys, go down to Southern Off-Road Mowers on Facebook and post some junk, or not. Okay, guys. This is my most favorite fun thing to do here, because at this point I take the drill and drill holes in my nice ATV tires. And that's just something utterly terrible and destructive. Man, that's good stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill some holes in this guy. The reason we're doing the holes is it lets you insert the tip, the wand, into the tube or the tire, and you're able to foam it a little more evenly all the way around. So we're going to get ready. We're also going to bust up some styrofoam. I usually put some styrofoam in there to give it a little bit of a structure, a little more rigidity, and I found that works pretty good, and it keeps it out of a landfill. Now, more to come. I've taken a big hunk of foam, wedged it down into the side, and then I break up the styrofoam into smaller manageable pieces, and I just cram it down in there. And you say, well, this, yeah, it might take a while. Well, yeah, but you know, it won't take that long. It'll take about 10 minutes to do each tire like this, and it uses up a lot less foam that way. One of the things I'm going to start doing also is maybe numbering my videos, because I've done this once or twice before. I've got like 400 videos, so I can't really remember where they are, and I think I'm going to start doing like a how-to strip across the bottom of my YouTube page or something like that. So if you ever needed to reference it, you would say, oh, it's on the how-to section, number 1, foaming tires, because everybody asks me how to do it, and I look and look, and I want to say it's like the 125th video or something like I ever did. But just so you'll start seeing that and being able to reference it if you need to use it. Okay, more to come. Now, I got about half of that styrofoam cooler broken up into small chunks, and they were about that big. Stuffed it in tight, and obviously all the stuff is settled to the bottom. I've got these 3 holes drilled here. We're going to fill this in, give it a few squirts, and the foam is going to lay on top of the styrofoam. We're going to take this tire, going to flip it back over, drill 3 more holes in it, and fill it up that way. That way the styrofoam is going to kind of stay centered, and if we just filled it up from the top, you'd have one side like this that would just be styrofoam, which would not be bad. I have taken them and filled them up damn near as much as I could, and then injected foam into them, and that works good. I just don't have a lot of styrofoam today. I mean, it's no real science to this. Now, let me get the foam. This is what I'm using. This is great stuff. Insulating foam sealant. I got it at Walmart. I want to say it was like $3.30, and I got the boss to get it for me. And there's 3 other cans. I don't think I'm going to have enough to do both tires, but we're gonna see. Now before I do this, let's not do anything stupid. We're gonna put on some gloves, and by say let's say me. Darren don't do anything stupid. So I'm gonna put on these gloves just to make cleaning up a little bit easier, and I'm wearing some old clothes because this stuff does not come out. Now we're gonna get started. More to come. Both of these done today and let them sit and cure, so perhaps I can ride a little bit tomorrow. I don't know if that will work out. You know, of course, hold the can upright, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. There we go. Now I'm going to go to the next hole, and this is just laying on top of the styrofoam stuff that's in there. Going to the next hole, and it's all going to make a thick slurry. There we go. Now I'm going to inject it into these. More to come. I have used one can so far, and I flipped the tire over. As the foam expands, it will swell up, so there will be no bead. All these holes kind of ooze out the holes. Now, obviously, guys, y'all know to shake this stuff up. I think I'm going to end up using 3 cans of this foam. If you just wanted to, you could drill a hole here. It doesn't really matter. I do it kind of halfway up on the side just so much water won't accumulate. But here's the thing, if water does leak into it from here, heck man, drill a hole right here and let it drain out, and then foam some more foam in it. Periodically you will need to add a little bit more foam to it. I've had the ones on kudzu for about a year now. I think the middle of 2011 is when I did them, and a little over a year, and I might have added a can to each just as it compresses, so it works out pretty good. More to come. Okay guys, and we are going to do a 3rd can, and we're going to stop it at 3 and see how well it does. It's going to take a while for it to set and cure. I usually let them lay on their side about probably a full day, and then during that time I'll come outside and flip them over every 4 or 5 hours, or as I can remember to do it. I mean, there's, like I said, there's no honest to goodness formula to this. So far we're in it to let's say 3, 6, 9, 10. We're in it for $10.50, and we haven't hit the price of a tube yet. And everybody says, well, by the time you do it, you could have bought a tube. Absolutely, I sure could have. But my tire doesn't go flat, ever. It'll last the life of the lugs. It does not matter whether or not it's dry rotted on the side. That won't have any bearing on it at all. More to come. So that is about it for now. We're going to let this tire sit. We're actually going to go out and run and do some trick-or-treating in a little bit, and let this tire sit and cure. When I get home, I'll flip it over, and I will go to the store and grab probably another 3 cans, and we'll see how well it does. I think I'm going to need like 3.5 or 4 cans for each one using this type of foam. But we'll see. Like I said, it's not an exact science, but you never have a flat. Y'all gonna make some mayhem.